Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. Today we have a blockbuster video today. I seem to be saying that a lot recently and I don't know why. Maybe there is just big things happening at Chelsea. In the football world as a whole, we are gearing up to get back to Premier League football. Yes, Premier League football. And the content on this channel is going to be popping. Why? Because we have 6 games for the rest of September. It's going to be crazy. Previews, watch-alongs, review, preview, watch-along, review, preview, watch. It's going to be countless. September is going to be mad. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. I hope all of you are going to enjoy it. Now, before we get into today's nitty-gritty, I want to let you guys know today's video is brought to you and sponsored by the lovely people at OneFootball, the OneFootball app. Yes, all your football news to do with your club, to do with another club, to do with your league, to do with another league, to do with your country, to do with another country, your football news, your transfers, your statistics, whatever you want to know in terms of football as a whole, you'll find it in the OneFootball app. Link in the description. Make sure you hit that link, download the OneFootball app and enjoy. Now, let's get into today's nitty-gritty, and it involves a certain Timo Werner. Now, we're going to get to a talking point, but before we do, let's just wrap ourselves around the news and what is going on around Timo Werner. So without further ado, let's dive right into the latest. Here it is. So, Bayern Munich plan to make a bid for Timo Werner to Chelsea in January. Ekrem Konur, the journalist that has broken this, has said, I don't think Thomas Tuchel will let Timo Werner leave the team. And much like Fabrizio Romano has confirmed earlier on his Twitch channel, is very much the same thing. That right now, there is nothing. So where this rumour has come from, we don't know. As far as we're concerned right now, this isn't happening and it's not on. However, just like Fabrizio said, it's possible in January Bayern Munich might come in. They might. And they'll be, entitled to. If they want to, they can put a bid on the table. It's the January transfer window, so it's a possibility. But for now, there is nothing from Bayern Munich's side. Werner is Chelsea, 100% blue, through and through. And personally, what's my opinion on this? I don't see him going. There's no way. Even in January, I don't see him going. Because you've got to be realistic. Look, we just let go of Giroud. We just let go of Tammy Abraham. We've brought in Lukaku. What, we're going to let go of Werner and then end up with not just, 2 strikers. We're going to end up with 1, Lukaku. And if we don't have Lukaku, then all we have is Kai Havertz. No, I don't think Chelsea will do that. I think if they even are entertaining the idea of getting a striker, I don't think they'll get it in January. Not halfway through a season where all the teams are trying to keep their best players. More than likely the summer window. However, when you look at the summer window, that means up until the end of the season. That gives up until the end of the season for Timo Werner to prove that he can bang in goals and that he can coexist against a Romelu Lukaku. And if he does that, well, Chelsea will want to keep him. There's no way he goes, So, yeah, this is why I don't see it happening. I think he'll remain at Chelsea. I think, Tuchel will want to keep him. Tuchel will keep him, and there's nothing to worry about. But if we're talking about Timo Werner, I'm sure some of you saw what happened yesterday when Germany were playing their international game. And let me just show you, rather than just talk about it. I'll show you, I can only show you a still image, because if I show you the actual replay, this video might get taken down because of copyright. So yeah, go on. Here's the still image of what Timo Werner missed. So it says Timo Werner has an open net in front of him to make it 4-0, but couldn't get it on target. And if we try and click on this, then that doesn't work. We're just going to have to look at it from this point of view. It's one hell of a miss. It is one hell of a miss. Now, that ball cut across the box, and we're going to get into the detail of it, because from this angle, it's very hard to explain, unless if you've seen the goal and you've seen the miss, not the goal. I wish it was a goal. It should have been a goal. But if you watch the miss, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I saw some people come on and start, I'm sorry, for me, make the excuse. It's an excuse. And I'm going to be honest here. I back Timo Werner and I fully support him. And I'm very happy to say that later on after this, he scored. I mean, yes, very, very scruffy goal. But he scored. I mean, it took about a year and a half for it to hit the post, trickle over the line, and then even Kai Havertz, who could have tapped it in, kind of waited for it to go over the line. He was just looking at it, going like, all right, hurry up. Can you cross the line, please? That way I don't have to tap this in. That way it's Timo's goal and not mine. It was that sort of goal. We were pretty much, clutching at straws with this one. But he scored. That's the most important thing. And to be honest, in terms of international form, during this international break, 3 goals in 3 games. Happy days. I'm happy for him. But in terms of that miss, right, people making excuses for him. And I'm someone that, you know me now. I say it as it is. I feel like I'm very honest. I say it as I call a spade. And regardless if some are hurt by it, if some are not, I say it as I see it. Timo Werner's miss was shocking. Simple. It was shocking. And some people, as I've said, have made the excuse that, the ball bounced. The ball didn't bubble. That's the point. The ball didn't bubble. If the ball bubbled, if the ball was on a flat surface, right, and then it went boom, like that, and he's missed it, fair dues. That's something you cannot control. But what happened? The ball got passed across. It got passed across by lifting the ball just above the ground. Literally, we're talking centimetres. So it didn't come off the ground completely. It was kind of just maybe a couple of centimetres off the ground. And as it was going to Timo Werner, yes, it touches the ground again. And it bounces back up a little bit. But in the traction of the direction it was going in. That's something based on your instinct as a striker. You see the ball coming in, you can already subconsciously take it in that it's come off the ground a little bit. And your instinct is to make sure that you're hitting the ball at the correct place, right? He completely fluffed it. There was nothing, no obstruction. There was no obstacle, getting in the way of the ball. There was no bobble. It didn't hit something on the ground and go flying up. Nothing. It was a standard ball across the box and he should have just tapped it in and it would have been a goal. And it was an open net. At that level, you don't miss those consistently. I'm sorry, you just don't. To miss sitter after sitter after sitter after sitter, you don't. That's something I expect to see from maybe year 11s playing football, And even then, I'd be like, how the hell did you miss that? I understand footballers can miss, right? And it's not an illegal thing. It can happen, right? Even in Timo Werner's case, it can happen. But once, twice, okay, 3 times, stretching it here. We've seen countless sitters being missed by Timo. And yesterday's miss, weirdly enough, didn't come across as a surprise to me. Even though he's scoring and I'm very happy, but he cannot keep missing these. I want him to stop missing these sitters. Please, Timo. Please. And look, this isn't a thing of, absolutely slander Timo. He knows what he's missed. And my concern is that he's going to carry that in his head. And I hope he doesn't. I hope the goal that he ended up scoring yesterday will be enough to see him through and for him to get over that little mental block, if there is one, to look at it and go, I scored 3 in 3 games. Happy days. I go back to Chelsea in confidence. And hopefully he can link up with Romelu Lukaku very well and we get to see something being bonded there. But honestly, those sort of chances, you can't miss them. Not at this level. I'm sorry, not at this level. As I've said, that's something you expect to see from kids playing Sunday League, right? And if they miss one, you go, okay, I'll take it. But even then, you keep missing those, I'll be like, yo, do you know how to play football or what? It's a tap-in. And at a professional level, at the highest standard of European football, you should have that drilled. Drilled, And as I've said, it happens where you miss it once, twice. Not as much as we've seen Timo miss them. Not as much. And he can only rectify this by scoring goals. And for Germany, he's done that. So fair play. But I don't want to see him missing that sort of thing for Chelsea this season again. I don't. No, not having it. Not having it. Set the bar high now, Timo. We require some big form now. Yeah, we're getting serious. We're challenging for the Premier League title. There is no missing anymore. Yeah, there is none. And hopefully with Lukaku, as I've said, they can form something there. And just like we saw in training before he went off to Germany, he was banging them in. Some proper good goals. Now I understand it's training. That's got to be translated to the football pitch on the match day. It has to be. So fingers crossed we get it. Now, that, as I've said, thankfully he scored. Hopefully he comes back to Chelsea with his head clear. And we don't see this dragging on or, getting into his head or anything like that. Fingers crossed. But going back to the initial point, no, he's not going anywhere. At least up until summer, I think. And even then, I don't think he'd go. So, yeah, Timo's here to stay. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your opinions on this one. Let me know what you thought about the rumour of Bayern Munich. Do you see that happening? Do you not? Let me know your reasoning in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And what do you think of the miss yesterday? What do you think? And are you happy that he did actually end up scoring a goal towards the end of that game? Do you reckon he'll get over that miss? Or do you think that will linger in his head? I hope it's just cleared. I hope he's forgotten it and he just, keeps ploughing through. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Preview to Chelsea versus Aston Villa will be uploaded tomorrow. We're going to hear from Thomas Tuchel in the press conference, see what's popping. And then, yes, you'll be getting your first match preview since the international break began. So I'll see all of you tomorrow for that. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. See you then. Take care and peace.